Hello everyone, Amod here from the Target Common YouTube channel and I am here with another topic of research. So in last three videos, number 60, number 61 and 62, we are learning about JSON include annotation of Jackson. So we know already, like if we want to exclude any default values or empty values or null values, so how can we use the JSON include annotation with the different values? Okay, so that we are using only one value at a time. Okay, means suppose if you want to exclude the default values, then use the non-default. Then if you want to exclude the null values, then include the non-null, right? But in this video we are going to learn if we are getting some mixed scenarios. Mixed scenario means I will explain now. Okay, so this is the same project which we are working on, and we have a Pojo called employee, and here we have 5 fields. Okay, and here where we are using this employee object means we are creating the employee object and we are setting up the values. Now this is like happy path where we are setting the values for all the fields. So once we serialize, then we'll get the proper JSON, right? We have already seen this in previous examples. You can see here we are setting the age value at 0 and we are setting the proper values. Okay, now suppose your requirement is that uh, if address is null, then don't include into JSON. Okay, if address is null, don't include in JSON during the serialization. Means if I comment this line, that means we are not setting the address. When we are not setting the address, it will take the default value, that is null, right? Let me run this one. Okay, you will see that it will show the address as null, right? We want that if anyone is not setting the value of address, then we should not include in JSON. Okay, then we should go for non-null value, right? So what I'll do, I'll go and add at the class level, add JSON include. Okay, here JSON include dot include non-null, right, which we have already seen. So if we are running now, this time it will exclude the field called address, right, because we have set up the rules or set up the annotation there to exclude the null values, right? We cannot see here address. Now this is good, right? But suppose let me make it some proper age, and what I want now, if the field married contains default value, right, default value will be false, right? If the married field contains the default value, I don't want to include that as well. Okay, means you want to ignore this field now, because if you are setting the value as false, that is means that is the default value of a boolean field. We need to exclude that from JSON during the serialization. Okay, now the thing is that to exclude any default value, what we need to do, we need to go and use the default values, non-default, right? So if I try to go here and add it, okay, suppose non-default, okay, so we cannot do it actually, right? So anyway, here if you see in the idle condition, non-default will automatically exclude the null values as well, because for the string fields the default value is null, so it will non-default will cover this null value as well. Okay, but just think in the scenario where you need to use multiple JSON include annotations. Okay, so in that case it is not possible, right? You can see it's showing the error. We cannot use two JSON include with the different values, okay, in the on the class level. Means we cannot simply use this in this way. We need to have only one JSON include. Okay, but now we have a scenario where we need to use different, right? We cannot settle with one value only. Okay, if you want to exclude some empty one, then you need to include again data annotation, which is not possible. So in short, we have a different conditions here. Okay, or based on some different logic, we want to exclude the fields. Okay, so for that, what we need to do actually, instead of defining the JSON include at class level, what is the meaning when we define this at class level means it will be applied for all the fields of that class. Okay, that's why we are using it as a class level. But it's not that way that you need to always use at class level. You can also use at property level as well. Means means suppose for this is married, right? You don't want to get the default values, right? So what you can do, you can directly put this annotation at the field level. Okay, field level, it means that this field, right, this married, which is a boolean, for this only we have included this field, included this annotation. This will be applicable only for the field called married. It will not it will not be applicable for all other fields. Okay, then similarly you can include this non null for the address. Okay, so this is called field level implementation of JSON include. Okay, this time we have the rules only for married and address, and we are using different values. Okay, so this is called using the JSON include at property level. Now if you go here and run it, right, so what will happen, we should not see the married and address. Okay, we can see why married got excluded, because married we are setting up false, which is default value, and we are using the JSON include here non-default. Means that if the married is containing false, remove it, because married is a boolean field and the default value of boolean is false. Suppose if you are putting as true, so what will happen, it will include right now, because true is not a default value. Okay, you can see it is including the married as true. Similarly, if you are setting a values for address, it will include the address field as well. Okay, now it's working fine, right? We are seeing the address and everything. Suppose if you are setting up mobile number, you are not setting up the mobile number, and we don't have any fields here, right, for mobile number, right? We don't have any annotation. So if you run it now, what will happen, it will include that one, right, because we don't have any exclusion rule there, right? We can see mobile number is coming as null. Okay, so it completely depends on your usage, like how you want to exclude the fields. So JSON include you can use at class level also, and you can use at property level also. Okay, now let me show you one thing, like it's not like that if you're using something on property level you cannot use at class level again. Okay, means what I can do here, okay, what I'll do here, okay, what I want here, that non-null is at class level. Okay, means if any value is null here, okay, then don't include that in the JSON during the serialization. And for this married, we are using the JSON non-default. Okay, let me see if it is working or not. Okay, okay, so you can see it has ignored the mobile number, right? We cannot see the mobile number here. Why? because we are using the non-null annotation on the class level. That means it will be applied on name, age, address and mobile number. Okay, so this is the way it works. If we can this will be exclusively for married, and this non-null will be applied for all others. Okay, because this will take the precedence here, this will take the priority, and this will be applicable on, because if it is not there, non-default is not there, right? Non-default is not there, then it will be non-null will be applicable for all the fields, right? But since we're using at property level also, then advantage. Right. Okay, so learning from this video is like we can use the JSON include at class level as well as property level. It completely depends upon your requirement, what is your need. Okay, so hopefully you understood the concept, and if you have any doubt, please comment on this video. If you really like my videos, please like, comment, subscribe and share with others. Thank you everyone.